Today I fucked up by throwing myself on the ground to get out of a Tinder date with a creep. My first post here, I hope it's gonna be okay. So this just happened a couple of hours ago. I, 24F, came back home for the weekend, to spend some time with my family and see a couple of friends. Been talking to this guy, 24, for the last couple of days. He wasn't physically attractive by my standards, but he seemed nice and smart, and I'm not one to get stuck in looks. We decided to meet today, around 6-ish. Now, my day was pretty hectic. I had a lot of stuff to do, and tomorrow I'm going back in the city where I live and work now, so I didn't have much time to do what I had to. And I postponed our date by a few hours. His reaction was a little off-putting, but I just blamed my schedule and my inability to estimate how long everything was going to take. I apologized multiple times, and after some snarky comments, he said it was okay. A friend of mine gave me a lift and dropped me off near the meeting point. We finally meet, and boy was I catfished. Besides the fact that he looked completely different from his pictures, he told me he's an aerospace engineer in Austria and he's also visiting home now. Turns out he's just dreaming about becoming that, 'cause he was actually unemployed living with his parents in a small village near my hometown. All in all, I felt uncomfortable right away and he was giving off really weird vibes. I instantly thought about ways of ending the date as early as possible. We were supposed to get a drink in a pub, but I asked him to stay outside a little more 'cause I wanted a smoke before. 10 minutes into the date and it was dreadful. I almost told him it can't and won't work, so it's better to go home and not waste any more time. I was debating if I should tell him that or not, while I was walking to the trash can to throw away my cigar. When I got back, I was looking at him and didn't see the hole in the sidewalk, and I felt so bad I almost started crying. I twisted my left ankle and my right knee got swollen really fast, really bad. I couldn't walk and was in pretty serious pain, but he insisted we go in and drink something. I kept telling him no, I wasn't in any state to do that, and frankly I didn't want to. I was low-key glad I had a way out. I called a friend and asked if she could pick me up. Begged almost. He insisted to drive me home, but I didn't want to, so we agreed that he would walk me to my friend's car. Everything was weird, and when we got to the car, luckily my friend was fast, he turned to me and said, "Wait, that's not the same car you came here in." I said no, and asked him how did he know. I was quite afraid at this point. He told me that he was behind me when I arrived at the meeting point. Now I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but the dude is really creepy and he keeps messaging me. I think I'll block him. And now I'm sitting with my leg up on a chair, with an ice pack on my knee, which almost doubled in size, on a Saturday night, thinking about how I get myself in these situations. Too long did not read. Had a 10 minutes date with a creepy guy from Tinder and was thinking of ways to end the date quickly when I fell and FD up my knee. Sorry for any mistakes made, English is not my first language. Also I'm kinda out of it RN. I don't think you effed up here. I think the universe decided a little physical pain was a safer option to get you out of a creepy ass date. Ignoring Mr. Creepy for a sec, your description of your injury sadly sounds like a torn ACL. Hoping for your sake that it's not, because that really is a BTCH of an injury. 99% of his actions scream sexual predator to me. You didn't fuck up, you lucked out. I'd like to offer a little advice to anyone wondering how to get out of a similar situation or a bad date. Just go. You don't owe them an explanation, you don't have to feel bad, and you definitely don't have to stick around just because you agreed to meet with them. If you're not feeling a connection, or worse, if you're feeling creeped out, the best thing you can do by far is to just go. Always FaceTime beforehand or video chat. I got creeped out and afraid just reading this. Glad you're safe. Really unfortunate date. Fortunate you're okay. Mostly. Hope your leg heals quickly. How does "I'll use a picture that isn't me, it'll be fine" sound like it'll actually work to those people? Never mind the rest of it. Rather than just blocking and ghosting him, I'd like to recommend at least a short message. Something like, "Thank you for meeting me, but it's not going to work out. Good luck." The guy may be a creep or he may just be awkward. Getting ghosted sucks no matter who you are. Giving closure is healthier. If he continues messaging you past your farewell message, then go ahead and block him.